Hello everybody, Uniquely Lady Charlotte. So this is my tomahawk steak. Okay, see that big bone over there? And then these are the seasonings that I put on it. I got some fresh rosemary sprigs on there. I let it marinate in that. Then you can see the onions, the white onions. And then mom cut up some green spring onions, and it smells amazing. Okay. Alright, so that's the steak taking up the whole plate. I seasoned both sides of it. Put that over there. I seasoned both sides of it. That's the other side. That's the big bone that came with it. Okay. So I'm going to lay this over here on the seasoning side over here. All right. So what did I season this steak with? It smells amazing. I used. Let's go over here to my cabinet here. I use this Badia, not Goya, Badia Complete Seasoning. Saison Complete. My mom told me to use that. As y'all can see, I love spices. I love seasonings. I use all kinds of things for everything. Like I had never seen this seasoning before. I know this off topic, but I've never seen that before. And it's actually really good. That's by Badia. Mushroom seasoning. Mushrooms, jack-dried mushrooms. So anyway, that's my spice cabinet. Alright, so wish I had a spice rack so I can see what I have. Then of course I have those on top of the stove. You know, my basics, those are my basics. I keep these on top of the stove because I use those quite often. Now, you want a good seasoning? That Sawyer's chicken rub, get that. You don't have to just use it for chicken rub. It's just good, period. Okay? And I use a lot of fresh herbs when I cook too. But these are the ones I use a lot. And I also use this smoked paprika. You want some good baked chicken? That smoked paprika is the move. And also, everybody's obey. This is really good too. Okay? Alright. So now what I'm doing, I'm kind of rendering my fat here. I want to put some grease in this cast iron skillet because I'm going to sear all the sides of my steak. Okay, I'm going to sear the front, the back, and the edges. Okay? Because I want to lock in the juice. I want to lock in the moisture when I'm baking it in the oven on 350 for about an hour, hour and a half, maybe a little less. I have to check my meat thermometer. Alright, so I'm going to put y'all on pause and then we'll come back. Alright, so I also threw in a sprig of this rosemary, this fresh rosemary. So I want to flavor my oil. That's what I want to do. Now I'm not saying I've done this before. Remember, this is my first time cooking a tomahawk steak. But I just want to get some of that rosemary flavor down in this oil. I also got some garlic in there, some onions. So now I'm going to put you guys on hold and I'm going to sear it on all the sides because I can't do it and hold the phone. Alright, so I'm going to sear this about 2 or 3 minutes on both sides. I want to get a crust on it. I mean, look at that. That is a beautiful steak. Look at that. That is like the Fred Flintstone Brontosaurus ribeye steak. That is great. Some people cut that bone off, but I want my bone on there. I want all that my mama paid for. All of it. Let's get a look at that from all angles. If y'all can smell this, I smell the garlic. I smell the onions, the white onion, the spring onion. I smell that rosemary. That is one beautiful piece of meat. The marbling is beautiful on it. This is beautiful. Wish we had smell-o-vision. My mouth is watering already. I will add that I'm having cocktails while I'm cooking. Just going to let you know that right now. I'm just poking a few holes in it, just trying to loosen up some of those tendons. I know y'all are wondering why she cooking with a plastic fork. Leave me alone, mind your business. I still got my fat rendering in there. See over here on the side, I gathered it up on the side. Now, over in this container, I have some butter at room temperature. I got some butter and some rosemary and garlic in there. That's fresh garlic. I crushed it this morning, and I just need to mix that up. And when it's time for me to baste the steak, I'm going to baste it in this garlic butter with rosemary in it. Okay? Don't look at my fingernails. I'm going to have beautification. A little segment later, I'm taking across the nails. Okay. Going back over here. Looking at my steak. Look at them juices. Look at that bubbling. That's going to be, oh, that's going to be good. And it smells wonderful. I'm starting to looking like a cook today. Okay, got this. Now I saved some of my stuff over here, some of my ingredients over here, my onions and my rosemary sprigs. I saved some of that over here, some of those juices. So I'm gonna put that on the top when I put this whole cast iron skillet in the oven. If you don't have a cast iron skillet, get you one. All right, so I'm gonna put you on hold for a minute, on pause, and then I'll be back. I'm getting ready to flip it over. Okay, so I flipped it over. I got my fat up in the top of the pan because I want the fat, the melted fat, to run down underneath the steak. Keep that beefy flavor in it. Some people eat the fat. I don't eat the fat, but when I did try the steak that my mom and my sister had made, I actually ate the damn fat. I don't eat the fat or nothing. I'm already fat. I don't need to eat any more fat. But I ain't gonna lie, it was good. It was good. I got my crust on there. See my burnt edges, my crust. Now I do have a grill. I have several grills. I have a charcoal / smoker. I haven't used it yet. I've had it 2 years. I just don't want to get it dirty. I bought it, but I don't want to get it dirty. And it wasn't cheap. I'm gonna use it this summer though, I promise. It's like an egg type grill. And then I have a propane grill. And I also have a griddle. I could have thrown this on the griddle, but I didn't. And I I saw a really nice grill that I do want. It's a griddle grill. You know, when you know what I'm saying, propane griddle grill. You go outside at night or in the morning and cook breakfast outside. I think that'd be real nice for me and Honey Scotty to do one weekend. Cook breakfast outside. But I don't have a patio set. Let's go over here and look at my patio set. The patio set I don't have. So it's a nice backyard, but that's my little patio. It's naked. I don't have anything on it. I'd like to have something on it. Other people have patio sets, but I don't have one. They're kind of expensive, but anyway. All right, let me cut this fan on. Let the world smell what the rock is cooking. All right. Just kind of reposition this in the pan. If I can get this part to get flat, but this big bone in the way, I can't get it to get flat. Look at that crust. That crust is good. That's all right. That's taking the food. Watch your face. Watch your face. Alright, so I'm going to put you on hold again. So now I'm getting ready to put the rest of this on top of the steak. And I'm going ahead and stick it in the oven. I got the oven on 350. And I'm going to do it for about an hour and a half. See what I got. Just stick the meat thermometer in it. Now I got these potatoes boiling because I'm going to make garlic mashed potatoes. Try my hand at that. I haven't done that before, but I'm going to try that. And then I got eggs over here in the sink because I'm making deviled eggs. And then I got a green bean casserole I pre-made last night. I got it ready. So I'm going to have to go ahead and put it on in the oven with the steak. That's what I'm going to do. Cook them both at the same time. And I got a salad I'm going to make. I'm going to put, it's a mixed green salad. And I got some bell pepper I'm going to slice and put in there. And I'm going to do some purple onions in it. Or white onions. I don't know. I'm going to probably go to the store and get some purple onions. Look at that. I know somebody want to eat that fat. Somebody want to eat that fat. Don't eat that fat. Alright, so I'm going to put you on pause until I get this in the oven, okay? Alright, hold on. Alright, so I put it in the oven and I put a little, piece of aluminum foil over it. Okay? And then now I'm going to get on this butter and melt it so I can be ready to baste it, put it on top of the steak. Alright, y'all hold on. Alright everybody, so now I'm getting ready to work on my eggs for my deviled eggs. So I tell y'all what, I'll be back with a second video so I can show you how it all turned out, the steak. And then I'm getting ready to make these deviled eggs, and then I gotta get the salad together, gotta get the green bean casserole in the oven, have a couple more cocktails, and then this is called Tipsy Cooking. Uniquely Lady Charlotte, Tipsy Cooking. I'll be back in a little bit. Hopefully the plate is delicious and it looks beautiful. But I'll be back in a little while. Check me out for video 2.